everyone, it's Misty here with Planning with the Elf. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm planning for the last week of March, which is crazy. The time has flown. So in today's video, I'm going to explain why there wasn't a plan with me last week. If you follow my Jolly Fat Elf channel, you probably have an idea of why there wasn't a plan with me last week. But I go into that, I talk a little bit about mental health and stuff like that. So if that's a trigger for you, then I would 100% skip this one. I am using the Hubman Chub Girl Under the Sea kit. I do have extras left, so if that's something that you're interested in, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to sell you what I have left if you're interested in trying them. What else do I need to tell you? That's really about it. This isn't quite as long as my other ones are. I felt like I didn't plan quite as much because next week is going to be stupid busy. And yeah, so I talk about all of that in today's video. So yeah, so if you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. I started planning 10 years ago, 2015. And I was one of the first people who did Plan With Me videos on YouTube. And I didn't continue it. I stopped for a few years, but I'm happy to be back. And I've been enjoying myself, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. Now, this is not an ASMR video. What I've decided to do is sometimes I cut out a lot of me just like looking for a sticker or something. I may put that into an ASMR video, but I don't know. Listen, I don't like ASMR. I'm one of the people that it's just like nails on a chalkboard, and having to edit that back was rough. It's rough. So this is not an ASMR video, but I can't promise that there won't be ASMR videos going forward. And if you missed it, I have a body double video. In that video, the whole purpose of that video is to have it on when you're doing laundry or you're doing your dishes or you're cooking dinner. It's just to have something in the background while you're doing other things. I love people who do long form content. I found someone called Emily Cromwell Designs. And she's an artist who does her own merch, and it's all book related. So I found her, and her vlogs are like an hour to an hour and a half, and I'm like, give me all of them. Plus, she's really sweet and also has a chronic illness. So yeah, that's a lot of talky. Other than that, let's head over to the table, and we'll get this Plan With Me started and finished. Hi everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to another video on Planning with the Elf. Here is the finished strawberry shortcake drawing. This is going to be a little big, but I think it'll be all right. I did scan it, so technically I could resize it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm filming this on Tuesday the 18th. This is going to go up for the week of, what is that, the 23rd, 24th? So in this video, we're going to talk about why you didn't get a Plan With Me this past weekend, and some kind of mental health stuff. So if that's not something that you're interested in, I completely understand if you have to miss this video. I know I've gotten some comments about why would you talk about that stuff. Well, I've always talked about that stuff. I mean, I took a break, but I'd been planning for 10 years. Most of my planning videos, if not all of them from the past, I talked about what was happening with my life. And so I don't feel that it's necessarily, I need to do that first. Okay, so I was in the middle of my conversation with you guys and remembered that I needed to reschedule an appointment. And I don't even have that appointment on this calendar. Okay, so I need to add a couple appointments to this. We'll do that in a minute. So we're going to be planning for the week of... Is this the last weekend? No, it's not that week, Misty. This is last week. This is this week. So it is basically the last week in March. Oh my God, I don't even think about it. It makes my stomach hurt. Ugh. So, yeah. So let's get into why I didn't film last week. So last Monday, I really didn't feel up to doing anything. Oh, before I forget, I'm using the Deep Blue Sea kit from Hubman and Chub Girl. And whatever is left, I may end up selling, or I may just end up keeping it around. I'll have to wait and see. So, okay. What was I saying? Oh, so last Monday, I didn't do anything. I shouldn't say that. Every week, I try to get some filming done. I've been doing this freelance filming that pays me a little extra money on the side. I've been promoting my summit, which comes up. Well, no, it already happened when this video will go live. And so I've been really trying to get all of that done. So last Monday, I had a list of things I wanted to get done, and I didn't do them. I didn't do any of them. I played on my phone. I played a game on my phone. I love Midas Merge. If you've never played Midas Merge, it is so much fun. It's literally just merging in slots. And the slot isn't like money. It's like, how would I even describe it? It's like a merging game. So there's no puzzles or anything like that. You're literally just merging. But it's so much fun. And so I've been playing that. And then I've been reading a lot. I think I've mentioned it before that I've been doing a lot of rereading, and I reread another series again. So I was doing that. So on Monday, I didn't get any filming done. I was just kind of sitting around, and I just wasn't in the right headspace. That's what I felt like. I just like, I don't feel like I can do this right now. So I was like, okay, full, no problem. So we'll do it tomorrow. So Tuesday, same thing. I was like, I just don't feel like doing this right now. Like that's all I kept saying was like, I just don't feel like I want to do this right now. I don't feel like I want to do this right now. So I didn't. And I spent the day doing the same thing. And so I looked at Rob and I was like, I can't believe I wasted 2 entire days. And I walked away. And when I walked away, I was like, Misty, rest is not a waste of time. Like, rest is not a waste of time. And I talked about this with my therapist yesterday, but I was just like, rest is not a waste of time. Me taking a breath or me taking a rest is not a waste of time. And so Wednesday came along and I still didn't want to film. And I was like, okay, we're not filming today. No problem. And I ended up not filming all last week at all. And I ended up basically doing nothing all last week, to be quite honest. I didn't even come to my craft room until like Saturday, and that was to work on a new background for my cards and photographing my cards. And I was just like, I was just not in the mood. I'm absolutely not in the mood to do anything. And it was really hard for me. But I was like, once I said rest is not a waste of time, I felt like I had given myself permission to rest, to not worry about being productive. And I think one thing, and I talked about this with my therapist yesterday. I said, I think one thing that we fall into, especially those with chronic illness, is that we have to be productive to show our worth. Like, in order to show that we deserve to be here, we have to be productive. And that's just not true. That's just not true. Hold on. I'm going to white out this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So there's someone who's asked for me to do ASMR. And I did an ASMR plan with me. And I am not someone who enjoys ASMR. And it just like, it made it really hard to edit. But there are going to be, like, I'll make some shorts and stuff that has ASMR in it. And I don't mind doing that. But it's like, oh my gosh. So it's the 24th through the 28th. So anyway, I just was like, no, I'm not just, And the same thing kind of happened yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. What did I do? Oh, no, that's a lie. So I was just like, okay. And so last January, I had to go to the hospital for pain. And that's the very first time I'd ever been to the hospital for pain. And it was, I don't know that I want to use the word devastating, but it was pretty damn, it was hard because I was like 2024 is going to be my year. I'm going to feel better. I've gotten all this genetic testing out of the way. I've gotten all these diagnoses out of the way. This is going to be my year. And then the 4th day of the year, I'm in the hospital getting pain meds for the very first time. And I don't even get hard pain meds. I literally asked for Toradol and a steroid. And the doctor was like, what? I was like, I said, I don't want morphine or anything. I said, once the inflammation comes down, I know that the pain level will come down some. And he was like, you must have a really high pain tolerance. And I just wanted to go, no shit, Sherlock. I do. I live with chronic pain. My normal daily pain would be somebody else's 10. And it has been the type of pain at some points where I was like, I don't know that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. But anyway, so I had that happen, and my brain like literally shut down. I became so apathetic to everything and everyone. I didn't care. I didn't care about anything. And I've said this before, and people are like, what? I didn't care. And then I didn't care that I didn't care. Like, I gave zero shits about anything. I didn't care about anything. Anything, anyone, myself included. And that's not like me. And so my psychiatrist and I was like, oh, should we change my med? And he's like, well, we just upped your dose last fall and you said you thought it was working. I said, well, yeah, it was working then. I said, but it's not working now. And he was like, how about we do an intervention instead of changing your meds? I was like, cool. So I started a drug called Spravato. And Spravato is an inhalant. It's got ketamine and a couple of other things in it. Is it ketamine? Ketamine? Anywho, it has been clinically proven to heal the part of your brain where you have your like depression or anxiety, etc. Like, it's for medicine resistant depression. So I was like, I've got this. Yeah, no problem. Let's get it done. So I started that a year ago. You know what? Let's look. What day? March 25th, I think it's going to be a year. Yeah, March 25th is when I did my first dose. And so it's been a year, and it helped so much. I can remember the first kind of emotion that like came back online was sadness. And so it was like, I met the owner of the practice and she was like, oh, you're here for Spravato, right? And I said, yeah. And she's like, how's it going? I was like, I said, it's working. Like, I'm starting to feel. I said, unfortunately, the very first emotion that I can feel is sadness. And I said, that has been rough. That hasn't been easy, but it was helping. So we were doing great. I got a new therapist. She is fan-flippin-tastic. I love her so very much. She's a little bit younger than me, but she, like, I feel like we're actually doing stuff, whereas before I felt like it was just a bunch of talky, which I don't mind. And sometimes I needed that. Like, I needed that yesterday because I hadn't seen her in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Oh shit, it had been a month. So anyway, you know, we talked about it, and I said, she's like, I hope the last few weeks have been going well. And I said, no. And she's like, uh-oh. And I said, but can we start with a positive first? And she's like, yeah. She's like, what? And I said, so last week I didn't do anything for 2 days. I said, I literally, you know, sat on the couch, sat with my phone. I read, I played games. I found somebody new to binge. Emily Cromwell Designs. She has EDS, Ehlers-Danlos. I cannot say it. But anyway, she has a chronic illness. She runs a hugely successful business. And she does weekly videos of, like, they're like studio vlogs. So it's her running her business while living with a chronic illness. And I think she's the sweetest person ever. I actually reached out to her because I was like, she does bookish, she calls it bookish merch. So if you're a reader and you read regular hard books, like books, and not digital books, she makes like book sleeves, she makes bookmarks, she has a quarterly subscription box that I signed up for, but she does like book sleeves and keychains and ornaments, and it's a bunch of stationery. Like, she did a really cute, I reached out to her because she did the cutest gingerbread collection for holidays. And if you didn't know, now you will, that I am obsessed with gingerbread. Like, obsessed with gingerbread. I love everything about gingerbread. I love gingerbread houses. I love gingerbread people. Why is that not? What happened? Did we go? What happened? Why are these not? Why is there so much space on the left and no space on the right? Like, what are we doing? No, seriously, what are we doing? Okay, it's just gonna have to be. That's weird. Look how much space I have on the top on this side and not on this side. Am I recording? Oh my gosh. Anywho, so I started binge watching her. She's been doing videos now for 3 years, and her videos are like an hour and a half long. If you saw my body doubling video, I love having longer videos on in the background. This is the only videos that I film, or unless I'm doing something in real time on my crafting channel, that I talk real time. For the most part, I do a voiceover, etc., because I am doing those, like listening to videos and stuff. So anyway, so I've been binge watching her, etc. And I said I did the same thing on Tuesday, even though I have a huge to-do list because surgery is impending. And I said, you know, initially I told my husband, I was like, I can't believe I wasted the last 2 days. I have so much I need to be getting done. And I said, I left him, got in my craft room and said, Misty, it's okay to rest. Rest is not a waste of time. So I think this is mostly an American phenomenon, but we are a society that expects you to be doing something and going all of the time. All of the time. Like you have to be doing something productive to feel like you have worth and you have value. And that is not the case and shouldn't be the case. No one should feel like they have to be, you know, productive, having some kind of output. Sorry, I'm trying not to go. In order to be here. You know what I mean? So one thing that Emily talked about is she got a comment from, like, she got an email from, I guess she had some classes on Skillshare, or she had shared classes somewhere. And she'd gotten an email from someone who watched her. And they basically said, you need to get up, fix your hair, and put on makeup before you get in front of a video. And just kind of berated her for her looks. And I left a comment, was like, you have to delegate. Like when I wake up every morning, I have to decide what I can realistically get done that day. Like yesterday I took a shower, so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to like cook a huge meal. There's like, I have to negotiate with myself. I don't know how else to describe it, in order to make sure that I can get stuff done in a day. And I never know what I can accomplish until I wake up that morning. Like I have no idea what I can accomplish. Like I have no idea what I can do for the day and until I'm up and around. So I found that to be, and I told her, I was like, that's such an ableist comment, because it's like, especially her disease, if you haven't heard of it, it's basically a hypermobility joint issue. So any kind of movement can cause her a severe amount of pain. And I'm just like, if people knew and experienced it, that wouldn't be a comment that they would leave. And if they did, then that's just asinine. So I was like, you know, it's such an ableist comment. And it's like, why does she have to get up and put on, you know, makeup, full face of makeup, and for what? And for who? Like, no, that's asinine for you to expect that from somebody. So then, and it was just like, and then she's like packing like 300 orders a day or something like that by herself. And it's like, why are you putting this unrealistic expectation? And it's like, she likes what she looks like. She likes having her hair in a messy bun like that. She enjoys that. So why are you, because not me, why are you making a judgment call on somebody else's looks? And it was just, I felt so awful for her. And I left a comment. It's like, listen, she has a virtual assistant. I was like, you may want somebody to just go through your comments, or like I have, block certain words, but that was an email from somebody, and they just felt like they had the right to email her and berate her for her looks. And it was just like, no. And then so it was like, okay, she can only do so much. Like, if you live in chronic pain and have a chronic illness, you have to delegate what's the most important thing of that day. And just because she likes to make YouTube videos doesn't mean that she needs to put on airs. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that she has to accommodate anybody else's expectations. Hold on, I had to turn on the fan. It's hot. I have a new chair that has like the most amazing casters, but it just has a mind on its own and will roll wherever it wants to roll. So anyway, it's hot. We have the windows open. It's hot in my craft room, I should say. It's not hot in the rest of the house. So anyway, I just felt so bad for her. Like, it's just, I feel it. And she's like, I was bullied growing up because she also has Tourette's. And it's like, she's always been bullied for her looks. She's also rail thin. So it's like, oh, people piss me off. Oh no, I forgot those are stuck. Okay, that's just going to be stuck then. What am I going to put right here? I normally put my little marshmallow book, but number one, I'm out of them. And number two, I don't want to. So anywho, so I talked to my therapist about it, and like I said, it was the entirety of last week that I took off. And so I was just like, I feel like, and I told her this, I said, I feel like my brain shut down because of how much I was struggling. I said, I feel like my brain shut down to kind of give my mind and my body some rest, because I've mentioned it before, I'm having this big surgery hopefully in May, and it's like, my husband's like, what if she can't do it in May? I was like, I guess we'll have to do it in July, because we have to do it when he's off work. So anywho, I was like, there's so much to do between now and then, like, and there's some of it that is like I have to do. Like, my husband, I pay the bills, he doesn't have the password, he's not someone that likes to mess with technology, so I am the one that does all of that. So it's like I have to prepare him for that, and then I have to also get all the passwords, and then I need to make sure I have all of just a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be taken care of. And then I was like, I think I need a master to-do list. And so yesterday my therapist was like, I want to try something. And I said, okay. She's like, this is a mindful technique. She's like, we'll try it and we'll see what you feel like and what you do. And she's like, I want you to picture yourself that you're at a stream. And I said, okay. And she's like, I want you to picture yourself, picture that the leaves are falling from a nearby tree. And she said, I want you to take all the worries that you have right now and put them on the tree or on the limbs as they fall down. She's like, put each worry on a leaf as it falls down. And she said, how is that? And I said, I couldn't put any worries on the tree, on the leaves. And she said, why do you think that is? I said, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I couldn't get into that right headspace to do that. I said, or am I holding on to that? So we had already talked through, and I said, I feel like I'm in my brainstem, and I've been in my brainstem for a very long time, fight or flight for a very long time. And I said, it's hard. It's so hard. But I was like, I don't know why. She's like, why can't you let go? I was like, I don't know. I don't know why I can't let go. Again, I don't know if it's because I wasn't. Sometimes it feels a little hoodoo voodoo. And I know it's not. I get that it's not. But sometimes it's just like, trying to get into that right mind space. And then it's like, okay, but was I struggling getting in the right mind space? Or am I holding on to these feelings for a reason. That's not gonna fit. Gosh darn it. Oof. So anyway, it was just like, okay. So she's like, that's your homework, to figure out why you can't let go of those thoughts or those worries. And I was like, okay. But we talked about it, and I said, I've always asked other therapists if because one of the things we talked about is I went back to emotionally eating. It's something that I've been working on. I've worked really hard on stopping it, and I went right back to it anyway. And she's like, why do you think that is? And I said, I've always wondered if I'm punishing myself or something. I said, but it's like, I feel like it's the easiest coping mechanism because I've done it all my life. I've talked about this before, not necessarily in a plan with me, but I was small at 4 and big at 5. And there's been some alluding to by my mother that there was some inappropriate behavior by someone. I have zero memory of that, so I have no idea if that is true or not. But we do know that, overeating, etc., an eating disorder can be a sign of abuse. But also, we had moved in with my grandmother, and my grandmother's love language was food. And she would, because my mom hated me, and I know you're like, Miss Nee, she's your mother, she doesn't hate you. Oh no, she does. She said it. I asked her. So anyway, when my mother would mistreat me, my grandmother would feed me. So like from an early age, I was kind of groomed to be an emotional eater. I don't know how else to describe it. So it was like, okay, this is what happened, and it was just easier to turn back to food for comfort. And I said, I wonder if, I just function better in dysfunction, like chaos and turmoil and, the unknownness of living with a narcissistic parent who hates you, not knowing, knowing that nothing you do ever feels right. Like there was just so much going on as a kid. And it's like, is that familiar now? So is that, do I function better in that perceived chaos? And that's why I can't let my worries go, because we're talking about control, and it's like, I don't understand why I feel this insistent need to control. Like, why do I have to control things? And so that's one of the things we were going through. So anyway, that's kind of where, my head was last week. It was just like, I feel like my body just said, nope, done, we're done, we're done. Like, nope, we're done. We're putting a stop to that. And I also told her, I was like, I feel like I'm just feeling overwhelmed from what's going on. Like, trying to get ready for the surgery, like, the world around us is like a clusterfuck. Like, it's just a whole bunch. And I was like, I feel like I need to sit down and make a master to-do list of things that, like, have to be done, like personal things that have to be done. And then, like, things I want to get done. Because one of the things I would really like to do, I don't know how well it's going to go for this channel, but for, like, my Jolly Fit Off channel, I would love to make sure that I had videos going up every week. So I don't want to lose the momentum I've built, for my channel. But, we're talking 12 weeks. I planned from May, like the first week in May, through the first week of October for videos. And so I had an idea to, I'm trying to look what I have next week. Tuesday, Thursday. Okay. What was I saying? Gosh darn it. Anyway, so I had an idea, and the idea is I'm going to do something, I'll probably call it Wayback Wednesday if I even give it a name. So I've been on YouTube for 11 years, maybe 12 years, and I have hundreds of videos. Hundreds of videos. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I did something like a Way Back Wednesday? So I've gone through and I've picked out old videos that I still have the supply, like the stamp set or the image used. And I'm going to do like a way back Wednesday. So it's basically me going to be re-uploading the old video. And then, no, mistake. Ah, gosh darn it. Oof, sacrificed. You've been sacrificed. So on Wednesday, I'm going to post the old video, and then on Friday, I'm going to redo the card to a more modern. And one of the cards I'm redoing is the one that has the most views on my channel and has over 100,000 views. And it was just a simple, not even great shaker card. So that's kind of what my plan is. And I was talking to Rob last night. I was like, should I just go ahead and start that now? I think it would be easier to at least start it in April. So what do you guys think? If you follow my Jolly Foot Elf channel. If you don't, that's cool too. But if you do, what do you think? So, okay, I'm going to use this instead of washi tape. So that's what the plan for that channel. I think for this channel, I can't really film ahead. I mean, seriously, I can't really film ahead. But I could set up my bullet journal ahead of time. And that's something that I haven't posted on this channel is a setup. Number one, because I didn't make it through March setup. I was like, I don't know that this is what I want to do. Oh, dang it, Misty. I hate these stickers. I love these stickers because they're so freaking cute, but I hate how permanent they are. It's like if you don't pull it up immediately, you're screwed. And that sucks. I just want to cut it. It's like I'm not trying to do anything else. So anyway, for this channel, I could set up my bullet journal. So rather than trying to I could set up my weeks and months and have them go up, but is that something you guys would want to see? My concern is that's a waste of stickers. I mean, I guess I could decorate them and not date them, but I mean, I'm literally probably not going to use a planner until, let's see, if I have surgery at the end of May, I probably won't start using a calendar until at least mid-June, maybe farther than that. So yeah, I don't know. That would be up to you guys. You guys let me know what you want to see. You know what, we're just going to leave that there and put a sticker. I'm not going to do surgery. Okay, so let's get back to it. Do I have anything next week? Nope, just those 2 appointments. I just moved my psychiatrist appointment, so that'll be the week after. So yeah, that's kind of where that's kind of where my head is. I feel better. I literally printed out every month from March through September and sat down and filled in what was going to go where. And so that is done. So that's how I'm going to handle that. Okay, so I'm going to put these down for my videos. I'm going to have a video on Wednesday and Friday for the Jolly Foot Elf. I'm gonna have a video on Sunday for Planning with the Elf. I am not concerning myself with my Misty channel. It's just on hiatus. It's just on hiatus. I am gonna, my plan is to start wearing, like, doing the intros for this series I want to do. Like, film a couple of intros every week, and that will require me to put, I mean, it doesn't require me to put some makeup on, but I really do prefer to put some makeup on. Oh, Wednesday is payday for me. So anyway, yeah. I have a filming schedule, like I have a filming idea schedule or whatever for going forward, and I feel so much better about that. Okay, am I gonna put to-do list, oh, I forgot my Sunday sticker. Am I gonna put a to-do list on each day? Because I feel like maybe I could do my top 3 on each day. And on this, and then have the weekly to-do list. And I think I will probably take advantage of that. I follow a YouTuber named Bailey J. She does art, and she had a grab bag sale. And one of the things that was in the grab bag was a weekly planner pad. That was one of the things Emily had too that I was like, I want it. I want it. I got to want it to win it. And we want it bad. So it was like, I want it. But anyway, so I have this pad, this weekly pad, and I thought, you know what, this would also be great. It's ducks though, so it doesn't really go with Under the Sea. All right. So that question was born out of, do I want to use these? Did I do that? I probably did. Yeah, let's. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and bringing me up top. I can see you close to me. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your shit there. See ya, but there are pieces of you underestimate me. I don't think I'm going to. I'm like Misty. I think I just want to put my top 3 on each day. So I'm going to go through my planner binder and pull out all of the stickers that I need for this week. Okay, I can't decide if I want to use these or these. I think I like these because they don't necessarily say to do. It's just the priorities for that day. Not necessarily the to-do list, it's just priorities for that day. And I have these today stickers. I have these urgent stickers. Remember when I used to put TV shows on? I can't tell you the last time I watched a TV show. Like after it was, so when the pandemic happened, I think a lot of us, especially those of us with suppressed immune systems, were like just wanting to stay alive and wanting people to also want us to stay alive, which is a weird thing to say, but trust me when I tell you that, I mean, you remember, that's not, that was not the consensus of the group. The majority, especially here in Texas, they didn't give a fuck. So anyway, I can't handle drama. I can't handle drama and I can't handle angst. So it changed the way I read. It changes the way that I watch shows. Like I think I'd gotten into The Crown before COVID, and I was watching The Marvelous Miss Maisel. I'd gotten into that a little bit. Like I stopped watching almost everything, and that's why I just watch YouTube videos. To be quite honest, that is why I just watch YouTube videos. And like I've mentioned, I basically reread the same thing over and over, and it's mostly because I know what's going to happen, because it's already happened. Like I've already experienced it with these characters. Even when it's a little bit angsty, like I read Shannon May. I told you guys before that I read gay male fiction to be exact. And Shannon May wrote a series. What's it called? Pull it up. It's like, what's it called? Oh, I went through and when I thought I would be able to transfer all my Kindle books because of the thing Amazon did, I can't remember what I did, but I kind of reset everything. It's the A Beginner's Guide to Death, Demons, and Other Afterlife Disasters. It's the Demonic Disasters and Afterlife Adventures by Shannon May. And it's not finished. She still has more characters to do, but it's basically a different version of heaven and hell than what we've been led to believe. And demons and angels are finding their soulmates to help save the universe, because the universe had cracks and it was, about to be destroyed or whatever. And so it's about that. And then after that, she wrote a Hellhound series. There's only 2 books, but the first one, did I already send that one back? I think I did. Where is it? I just literally read it last night. I also love Carly Marie. If you're someone who likes contemporary, she does write some kink, but she has a couple of hockey series that are really good. If you guys want, I have all of the stuff to start a BookTube channel, but should I? I don't know. Like, what do you do on BookTube? Where's that book? I own it because I was on the art team. Hellhounds. Okay, How to Flirt with a Hellhound is the first one. And the second one is How to Track a Hellhound, I think. How to... Is it hack? It may be How to Hack a Hellhound. Let me just put her name in. Not Mar. May. Yeah, How to Hack a Hellhound. So that's the second book. The second book was a bit more angsty than the first, but the whole premise is hellhounds are on Earth. So this hellhound was in the last book of the other series. He assisted in that arc or whatever. So anywhoosies, they live among humans. So like there's ghosts and demons and afterlifers, as they're called, that can come to the surface. I don't remember what they call it. Anyway, so the hellhounds they hunt evil. And so something has happened in the first book to set up the second book. And so the second book is a bit more angsty. And the hellhounds are like, there's some explanation to what they're doing, and it's not anything that you want to love or care about, you know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, anywho, I reread that, and I'm in the middle of rereading How to Hack a Hellhound, but that's the most angst I've read in a while. So yeah, I tend to stay in the indie part of the indie part of Amazon. My nephew turns 4 years old next Thursday, and I am shooketh. I hate when people say that, but I'm going to say it because I am shooketh. How is he? I need a shark because he wants to have a shark birthday. How is he 4? Like, where is my baby? Where did he go? Let's do 3 little sharks. Let's use these. I like these. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of why I've been rereading things, because it's like, if there's angst, I already know about it. Plus, there really hasn't been anything that has like been like, ooh, I have to read that. Okay, I don't have a shark in these. Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, great. So he wants to have a shark birthday. So my brother, almost said my husband, my brother is like, I think we're going to try to rent out the community pool and have his birthday in the summer. He's like, you don't have to come. I was like, well, I want to come. I was like, it just depends on when you have it, because I can't sit, I cannot sit out in the heat. And I have to be, anybody on immune suppression therapy has to be super careful about putting on sunscreen because of an increased risk for melanoma. So anyway, that was a lot. Listen, I haven't talked to you guys in over a week. It's a lot of talkie. I like that song. It's got Selena Gomez and Cardi B, and I don't think is it Mexican? I don't know. I hate saying it's a Hispanic song. Let me say that. Hopefully that's not the wrong thing to say. I'm sorry if it is. Okay, so I have quite a few beds left. Am I going to decorate? No, because the 1st of April, I think if you missed the last haul, I showed the April kit that I'm going to be using. It's so cute. Are we doing anything else? Let me go ahead and add some decorations. I am going to be using some of these stickers to make Rob's birthday card, because his birthday card is on the 19th, which is tomorrow. And again, I'm filming this on the 18th. So yeah, I want to make sure that I get this up and ready to go. And again, I don't think my schedule will be changing next week. I basically have all of my doctor's appointments. I did get a call so I have to go to Durant to see the endocrinologist, because I'm Choctaw and I go to Durant, free healthcare. And so but we can only go up there a couple of times because it's busy season for Rob and it's hard for him to get any time off. So April is not even and especially he works for a tax company. April is not the best time for us to do this, but we really don't have any other choice. So I tried to make an appointment. I made an appointment. So I have to see the primary care physician and also have to see their endocrinologist. The primary care physician is so I can get the rest of my meds filled. And then the endocrinologist is because I'm diabetic and I need to see an endocrinologist. So they called today and said that the primary care doctor is not going to be there. And she's like, do you want to reschedule? And I'm like, I can't reschedule. I was like, I'm having surgery the following month. And I said, my husband, I said, I can't reschedule until like mid-June, early July. And I said, so that's just not going to work. It's like, I'll call back when I need to reschedule. So I reached out to the office and I was like, listen, I am not going to be able to make it in. So what do we need to do as far as getting my meds filled? Because I don't want to, I don't want to go without. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. We'll see. Have you guys, okay, so there's this commercial and I couldn't tell you what this commercial is about because I don't remember. Some kind of education, I think. It's this really cute little orange octopus that's wearing glasses, and it is the cutest illustration of an octopus. And Rob and I were talking today. It's like, it's so cute. I said, but there's no explanation as to why he's wearing glasses and he doesn't have nose or ears. It's like, it's a talking octopus. Oh, Tentacle books? Have you read Tentacle Romance? Whew. Oh, and that's the thing about the Hellhound book. Like, he has a tail. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, friends. I think this is what we're going to do for the next week. I'll fill this in with my priorities once I sit down and do that. Once I get past this week, like, so again, this is going up after the summit, but I have a live stream Wednesday night, a live stream Friday night, a live stream today before this goes live. And once I get past all of that and the summit stuff is kind of done, then I can just kind of focus on other things. I do have to get my card filmed ready to go for the August summit because, again, I'm going to be having the surgery and I won't have any time to get it done other than that. So, yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Again, a heavy topic, and I'm sorry about that, but I like to be honest with you guys, and that's why I wasn't here, because I couldn't get in the right frame of mind for it. But yeah, all right. I hope you have a good day, night, week, wherever you are. Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to say hi in the comments for the engagement. I would love to grow this channel. I know it's not going to get monetized because you have to have like 1 million views on a short or something. It's so stupid. But anyway, I love you guys. And I will see you at some point. I do have a box come in from Hubman Chip Girl today, so that might go up next week. And like I said, let me know if you want me to film ahead playing with me's and just not like decorate with me's, I guess was what we'd call them, rather than playing with me's. Let me know. I'm open to whatever. So yeah, anyway, I love you. I hope you have a good day, night, week, wherever you are. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Oh, hi. I forgot to do this page with you guys. I forgot this page. I did go back and add filming dates because I had pulled those stickers and I hadn't put it on. So Monday, Tuesday will be filming days. Wednesday, I will edit. Thursday, Friday will be filming days. Saturday, I will edit. I'm going to give myself 1 day off next week. So I need to sit down and figure out which videos need to be filmed when. I am not going to put down a March sticker because I don't want to use the one on the new sheet. That way I can, if I decide to sell it, I can sell it as a whole sheet. Plus, I mean, I know this is March. I'm not dumb. We're not dumb. Hey, Drake, they're not dumb. Do you listen? I've been listening to Squabble Up and Not Like Us on repeat. I mean, my question is, why are we looking for broccoli? Woke up looking for the broccoli, and I'm like, who's looking for broccoli? Is this code word for something I don't know? Because I'm not looking for no broccoli. Hacky, keep a horn on me. Beat your ass and watch the Bible if God's watching. I think I mentioned it on another video. I don't know if I mentioned it over here, but I didn't initially watch the halftime show. And then I saw people talking about how awful it was. And then I saw people talking about what it really meant. And after I saw that, I was like, oh, I want to watch it. And I'm like, my brother's like, I can't believe you listen to Kendrick Lamar. And I'm like, dude, I grew up on Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, okay? I graduated high school in 1996, 29 years ago. And I think Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg dropped like in 1994. I don't remember, but we danced to No Diggity at prom. Like, listen, I've always loved hip hop. I don't listen to it as much now, but I have a nickname, Mystical, because I used to sing that song, Shake Ass, Watch Yourself. And I worked with a couple of black guys, and this is when I worked at Lunch on Silver's in college, and he's like, girl, it's like, you mystical over there. It's like, yeah, kind of. So last night I was playing a game on my phone, and I liked there was just something going on, and Rob was working at the table, so he had the volume off. And I think he was watching softball or baseball or basketball. He was watching some sport. And so I put on a playlist, because on YouTube, and I don't know if this is just for premium people or if it's for everybody. So on YouTube, when you do a playlist, you can repeat a video that's on a playlist. So I opened a playlist and then put on Scrabble Up for a while and then put on Not Like Us. I also like Queen Herbie. I think I've talked about her before. I really like to put her on shuffle, not shuffle. I like to put a playlist on of her and listen to her over and over again. It's just what I do. That's the Taurus in me. That's the Taurus in me. Taurus in me. That's the Taurus in me. Taurus in me. Taurus in me. I need to call Boone on his birthday. I should send him a card. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'll make Rob one and I'll make Boone one. Look at me getting 2 videos planned out. Oh my gosh, come on now. Listen, my head is on shuffle. Rob is really good about knowing who sings what, and I was like, who sings that song? He's like, I have no idea. I was like, yeah, you do. Clearly, I'm just not singing it well. And he was like, oh, yeah, okay. I remember now. And then there was another song, Take a Look at My Girlfriend, that song. And I was like, who sings that song? He's like, well, it was started by, and I can't remember who he said. He's like, but I don't know who remade it. And I was like, oh, okay. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I want. Not much of a girlfriend. Alright, friend, I'm going to add a little bit of sticker. Some sticker up, and then we're done. Then we'll be done. Oh my gosh, we have to add a shark. Shark bait, unana. Very first time I did that, Rob's like, what is that? I was like, Finding Nemo. I was like, don't tell me you've never seen Finding Nemo. He's like, saw it a long time ago. I'm like, thanks for making me feel old, mister. I remember I made him, he'd never seen WALL-E and he'd never seen Up, and I made him watch him, and that was the first and only time I've seen him cry. And it was at the end of Up. And he was just like, heart-wrenched. He's like, this is heart-wrenching. Oh, and The Notebook. He cried at The Notebook too. Those are not videos I can watch today. No, that ain't it. I can't watch those videos today. I remember my mother, for one Christmas, got me P.S. I Love You. I'd never seen it. And I called her crying. I was like, why did you think I would want to see this movie? She's like, but it's so good. I'm like, yeah, I bawled my eyes out. Have you seen Life as a House? So I think it was like, came out in 2000 or 2001. Maybe I was still at OU. So it came out in that range. I had no idea what it was about. This is back before the internet. Or we had the internet, but it wasn't like something you went to. You know what I mean? And so I'm sitting there. My grandmother had literally died of cancer. And I moved home and took care of her until she passed away. Oops. I stated that. So here I am, bawling my eyes out and like ugly crying in the theater. Just like ugly crying in the theater. Wait, is that right? 27, 28, 29, 30. 33rd? Yeah? Dang. And I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I can remember leaving the theater and like almost all of us were just like, we just looked like we were heartbroken. And one of the girls in my, what do we call it? Like my school, we were all in education. She looked like she hadn't cried a tear. And I had already not really gotten a good feeling about her. And I was like, that's the deal. I'm like, if this didn't break your heart, like if this didn't break you and remake you, there's something wrong with you. I can't deal with it. So yeah, anyway, now I'm done. Yay. Okay, we're gonna use this cute little, look at him, he's so cute. Stingray. This was a really cute, I love this theme. I love them. This tariff bullshit. Just want it to be over with. I want this whole fucking administration to be over with, and we're like 3 months in. All right, friends, now we're done. I hope you have a good day, night, week, wherever you are. I'll see you later. Bye for now.